Doop. Okay, welcome back to the Dare Show podcast. This is another episode. I have some music reviews for you guys this week, and then I have some talking moments. Let's catch up and talk about some stuff. But first, let's get into the music reviews here on the Dare Show podcast. I want to dare you to look at things. Okay, why am I touching that? I want to dare you to look at things through a different point of view, a different perspective, which is my perspective, which always isn't the hottest, but over here we do like music reviews and we talk about what's popping or what's not popping or what should be popping. So this week, or this past week, some albums came out, some debut albums. We have a little Nas X album called Montero. I was about to call it Dysmorphia for some reason, or I don't know why. Montero, and then we have Candace Bassett. Wait, Candace, what's her name? Candace Hank Bassett? No, Candace Clover, Candace, somebody Bassett. Anyways, I think Bassett's her name is hyphenated, but Bassett is her husband's name. Whatever. From the Real Housewives of Potomac. She put out her album called Deep Space. So let's get into Little Nas X, because I don't have much to say about his album. It's not really my flavor of music, but I did force myself to listen to his music, so I can give you a little review. Excuse me, I was not meaning to do that. When I first listened to a lot of his songs, I do love Old Town Road, the remix. What does the original sound like? I don't even know. I love the remix. Said I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride. What was that, 2018? 17? Something of that nature. So he has something to prove. Look, this is his first album. Nobody really cares about albums like that. I mean, I'm confused. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, why do people put out LPs or I feel like it takes just as much money to put into an album than an LP, I mean, you're still putting money into something. Why not just make it your album? So basically, this is his second album. Like her, the singer Her, can her sing? I was watching her Global Citizens Festival performance. I was looking for J-Lo, but it was just on, so I was just like, let me just watch it. And can her sing? Because what she was giving was not what I thought she was, which is why I probably don't listen to her. But anyways, Little Nas X, just like what I was saying with her, she put out her first album, but her's been putting music out for a very long time. So, yeah. Little Nasty Nas X. So this is, his album, his last body of music was an LP, which is a shorter music, whatever. I don't really care. When I first listened to some of his songs, it's like, I know the terminology, mix and master. I know the words mixing and mastering, but I think I'm not really sure about mastering. I think I know what mixing is, mixing, literally making all the sounds sound equal or whatever, vocals equal, whatever. Whenever I listen to his music, it's very off. The mixing sounds like it's off. The music is so much louder than his vocals. And I'm like, excuse me? Can you do something about this? Is it just me? Or, I think it might just be my phone. But like, so every time I listen to it, it's like I can't even hear what you're saying. I don't even know what you're saying, to be honest. But the beat sounds cute and the hook is good, so I'll ride with it until I don't feel like it. It's weird. Um, he talks about a lot of personal stuff. He said this album. Oh, that's what I meant to look up. He said this album was very therapeutic, which I'm like, okay, yeah, you definitely get that. He's talking about his his relationship with his mother on that song called something about dead. Um, he's talking about anxiety. He talks about his sexuality. He talks about, growing up. He talks about his success. He talks about the naysayers. He talks about all these different types of things that he like has been going through the last like 2-3 years. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but did I talk about it? I do remember his the like TMZ, some rumor about his mother coming out, about his relationship with his mother. Oh, that song was horrible, child. That song was a lot. Danielle, what's that song called? Let me know if you know what that. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to look it up right quick. But he really goes in, and it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Like I listened to it, but then I listened. You listen to it a couple times. That's what I did. I tried to listen to it a couple times. So I can give you a good, somewhat good thing. Megan is on the album. Miley Cyrus is on the album. Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat is on the album. Rapper wise, I preferred Megan's rap than Miss Doja's. Like even Megan like introduced her like did a little rapper introduction, which I was like, yeah, I know who I'm about to listen to. What's the song called? Dead Right Now. And then what's his name? Elton John is on the album, and I was like, okay. I thought Elton John was on a song that Elton John wasn't on. So I was like, oh, Elton isn't on this song. Well, I just went and listened to the song Elton is featured on. I don't know what the hell Elton was doing on it. Like, I understand sometimes, producers or big artists, they'll play the piano. Like, her is on this song with Tony Braxton, but her isn't singing it. She's just like playing the guitar or piano or something. She's playing an instrument. So when I was like listening to it, it was like a lot going, still again, a lot going on in the song. So I'm like, what is Elton John doing on this song? Like, did he produce it? That's what I meant to look up also, which give me 5 seconds and I will tell you that I don't think he did. So yeah. So yeah, that's that on Elton. I would say 80% of the lyrics came from like a personal place, very therapeutic. My first note was stop the singing. Like I couldn't take it, the sing rapping thing. But then I listened to it again. I'm like, okay, I don't mind the sing rapping. The thing that I do mind is the sequence of the songs on the album. It's very ooh Jesus. Like we're popping our pussy with Megan, and then we're having a sad retrospective moment, and then we're back to being the Daily Scoop with Doja, and then we're back to being sad about being sad. Like I'm just like it's too much. It was like it's a roller coaster. He could have. Like, I don't know. It's a roller coaster. I'm not saying my personal thing is like a dance, pop your pussy music, and I prefer you put your sad lyrics onto a dance, pop your pussy sound, so we can pop our pussy in sadness together. I don't know. Anything else I want to say? I don't think anything else I want to say. Would I listen to this album again? Probably not. Um, Daily Scoop. I like the little bop, the bop to that. The lyrics are cool for that one, and then the mega. I think it's like some kind of slime song. I like that one. I like the hook on the Scoop. That's what I meant to say. Other than that, good luck. Hopefully next week it'll come in at number one because it came out at number two. It debuted at number two behind Drake's album. So yeah, shout out to music right now. Let's go on to Candace. Candace. I have a lot to say about Candace. Candace and her deep space. I was not excited because I had listened to. Okay, first of all, I didn't like. Let's just get this one out of the way. I didn't like. Here we go, blanking again. I didn't like that song. Come Back, Drive Back, Drive Back. That's what it's called. I didn't like Drive Back because Candace isn't a singer, and she isn't even a singer. I feel like Candace was giving like demos. So one song she gave really great ad libs. Other than that, sometimes Candace comes off as like a demo singer. Like some of these songs, or not some of these songs. I remember one song which was Benefits, the single. It sounded when I first heard it, it sounded very like, here's my demo, you guys. And demos don't necessarily always have like pop-in vocals. It's just, a bass track of where the song can go, what the song is, and where the bass track of the song. So Candace, I'm not like a fan of her singing on the Housewives show of what she's shown us. So I was like, I'll give it a listen, but because I have a podcast and I have a platform, let me talk about it. It starts off with Let Them Talk. She has a bunch of interludes, a couple of interludes. The interludes are mainly like her talking, or like there's a fight she had with her husband on the show. She made that an interlude. I was just like, I get it, because the next song was like Drive Back, which was inspired by their relationship. Well, I guess that moment. But because she drives off in the interlude, in the scene. But I'm like, this was not necessary. Like I didn't need to listen to that fight again. Thanks, Candy. I didn't need to listen to it. It's called Deep Space, the album. It's called Deep Space. And the interludes, Let Them Talk. What's the other one? First of all, Let Them Talk isn't even on here available anymore. Let Them Talk, no. Let Them Talk, Insomnia. I thought there was another one. But she was just like, on Let Them Talk, it was just very much a bunch of bloggers and YouTubers or whoever. She made a compilation of them all talking about her and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, that's not how I would want to debut myself as an artist to the world. Maybe like the second or third album, but not on my first album. I'm not trying to like bring that kind of controversy or that kind of energy to my first album. Absolutely not. I think it's so ridiculous. It's just really, it's ridiculous. Along with, like I said, her and her husband having that argument. And then, like, Let Them Talk. Like, I'm like, don't you have to pay? Like, literally. I was at work listening to this, and I'm thinking, like, don't you have to pay these people to, like, put them on, like, a platform? Like, if you make money off of something, don't you have to pay them? Well, like, I think you do. For, like, an interlude or something like that. Like, if you're using somebody else's, like, voice and stuff, you have to pay them if you're going to make money off of it. And so right when I thought about that, I went to go listen to it when I got in my car. I was like, let me listen to it again. Or I was like, let me listen to it again. And so I went to go listen to it again, and Let Them Talk isn't available. So like, does she owe somebody some money? Cause yeah. Anyways, there's like three different stories going on in this album. I don't mind that so much as I probably did when I first listened to it. But I was like making this separation, differences, separating it, how mentally separating it. The first part, she's very much talking about in the songs, Cause the Scene, Hands in the Air, Isn't Enough. She's, boasting, giving her, her diva moment. Um, Cause the Scene is really good. Cause I'm a cause a scene, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know the words. And then we have Hands in the Air. When I first listened to Hands in the Air, it was very much like Cause the Scene 2.0. And then like the Cause the Scene, oh my gosh. The time, the space, like the flow from Cause the Scene to Hands in the Air, there's like a 5-10 minute, 10-second dead air. And it's just like, wait, what's going on here? Hello? Is this on? Hello, what's going on? But then we get into Hands in the Air. Put my hands in the air, yeah, it's cute, it's fun. This whole album is a good R&B album. Is It Enough? That's my favorite one. That's the song of the week. Go listen to Is It Enough? I know that you like what is given, daddy. She would have said that was a really good one. I like things with like pauses and then it picks up and then it slows down and give me some like fun, interesting stuff. And the vocals are good on that one. The vocals are really good. So then we go into like this lewd behavior. Oh, I think, did I miss one? There was another one. Or was that in the second part? Show me, or just show me that you need me. That one reminds me of like a 2000, like mid, like 2016, 15, 14 type song with the like weird sounding talking person. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. All these songs are kind of catchy. Like I'm definitely, the hooks are very catchy. So then we go into lewd behavior, and she's talking, and she's sounding drunk, and she's talking about a fuckboy, she's talking about him having good dick, and I'm like, is he a fuckboy or what? Because then we go into like the situation songs, these like situation. That's basically what this next segment of songs are like: situationships, fuck people who are like just there for the benefits. Like the other song, one of the songs is called Benefits, which I think is her next single. It sounds really good. I wasn't sure at the beginning, but now it benefits. You don't want a relationship, you just want some benefits. That's a really catchy song. It's a really good one. Situationship, that's a really good song. It's cute. It's like 2 minutes long. But these interludes are like, no. She sounds like she's drunk, slightly slowing her words. Like, it was just like, Candace, why did this just do that? But yeah. So then we get to, Benefits. Wait, was that on Benefits? Oh, that was just the note. So the note that I have is just like her like screeching, reaching to get to this high note, and it doesn't sound so good. But I think I've like pushed that off as I listen to it more. Like it doesn't sound that bad. The next set of songs, like there's like love songs. Uh, Do It. I can't think of how that song goes, but that's a good song. Love Notes is another good song. I think Love Notes is where I wanted her to like belt it out. Yeah, like some of these, like, okay, Love Notes is another song that sounds kind of demo-ish. Like, or she's just not like there vocally. Like I think the song could be better vocally. Or maybe she just doesn't have it. Like I wanted her to like da, da, da. I want her to belt it out. She's kind of like da, 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 instead of da, da, da. Like belt it out, like sing it out. Put some vibrato into it. Yeah, I feel like she could have did better. But here we go. We're heading to the star of the show. After Drive Back, which I try not to listen to a lot, but it's a cute song. It's really a cute song. I'm not gonna lie. The video is like, what the fuck is this? But it's a cute song. But here we go. Stay With Me featuring Tracy Braxton. I think I told you guys she was doing a song with Tracy, and yeah, I believe I told you guys she was doing a song with Tracy, but I was like, it's coming out like in like a month or two, and I was like, Lord, it's taking forever. Like, why they put these albums out at the end of the month? Nobody has the answer? Okay, anyways. Like, I don't want to wait until the 29th to listen to a song. I was very excited for this song because I was like, how is this going to happen? I was so excited right up to the moment it happened. I'm like, looking at it, and it's like, wait, I'll tell you the number. I was looking at it, and it's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. And I'm like, what the hell are they going to do in 2 minutes and 46 seconds? Like, I'm like, they're not going to get into what I need them to get into in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Like, it's Tracy Braxton and it's Candace. Like, I'm really hyped. I'm really excited. And then I listened to it and I was not disappointed at all. I was so like excited. I was so pleased. I was like, yes, it's everything. Candace and Tracy killed it. Shout out to the DMV girls, the Maryland girls. They really did a great job. Um, yeah, congratulations, really, because that's really like the star to me of the album. It's a really great song. Won't you stay? And then Tracy does her little like like her little like homage to Tony, little, I don't know what to call that, like a Tonyism maybe. Um won't you, yeah, it's a catchy song. They need to send that to the radio. They really do. Like, send that to the radio. Make that your next single, Candace. Hopefully that happens. And let's get a video. Let's send it to radio. Let's see where it charts. Let's get it out there. Let's perform it live on like Maryland Live, Maryland Good Morning Live, DMV area live morning, whatever. Promote this one. But shout out to Candace. Shout out to Little Nas on these, black amazing people making music. What would I rate Little Nas album? I'm not even gonna rate it because I'm not listening to it again, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I do find myself listening to Candace's album. I've listened to it a handful of times. What would I rate Candace's album? For her first album, maybe a 7 out of 10. It's not that bad, you guys. Go check it out. It's called Deep Space. And I think I understand why. I understand why it's called Deep Space. It's like lots of thoughts and lots of opinions. And is she getting stuff off her chest? It's kind of, I find it strange when married people, married singers, it could be like a little sexist thing I have. Probably the only sexist thing I have. Like when married women or singers, like I feel like I'm maybe a little harsh on this thought, but like when married women or singers sing about like heartbreak or like situationship, like, girl, why are you talking about this situationship? You're married. Why are you talking about this heartbreak, girl? You're married. Like, what's going on here? Um, yeah, I find it kind of funny and find it weird, kind of weird. But other than that, go check it out. When I come back, we're gonna have some talk, some catch up stuff. When I come back from taking a break, let's listen to our first sponsor, who is the only sponsor as of right now, who is Anchor app. So there's this video of Tom Girardi being, TMZ'd. I don't know where he was going with his black eye. He was trying to get into his car, and he was with his brother, who is his conservator. And Tom is like, the dude is asking Tom, does he think Erica know? Did he think Erica knew about? Wait, did he think Erica knew? Did he think Erica knows? No. Does he think Erica knows or knew about his financial problems? And it takes him a moment to say it, because I feel like maybe he was like trying to, I don't know, I'm not going to even go there. But it just takes him a moment to say it. And I'm not going to go there because justifying why it took him so long to say it, that's what everybody's pretty much doing at this point. But the thing is, he gave an answer, and his answer was, yes, I think she does. And I feel like this totally is crazy. Because I kind of feel like it debunks the rumors or the thoughts of Erica knowing. I mean, Erica and Tom being in cahoots with each other. But it just also doesn't make any sense. Because I feel like Erica is sitting here time after time on this show defending this man for him to throw her under the bus, under the sea. He threw her under the sea with this one. And I'm surprised it's not like, maybe because it's Sunday or something, it's not really like making headlines or people aren't really talking about it. It's very shocking information, shocking news. Like, what is going on? What's going on here? Like, are you serious? That is just my thing. Like, damn, girl, you sitting here defending this man on the show, looking crazy, making up all these lies, or embellishing the truth really hard. Like, especially with like the burglary. Because of that last episode, by the time this comes out, I think there'll be a new episode. But that last episode, when they're in La Jolla or somewhere with Kathy, and they're at the beach, and Erica is just trying to like explain what was going on again. Like, I kind of checked out. I was just like, I can't keep up with this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm done. Like, there's no more you can tell me that I'm supposed to believe. Because I was like kind of the ones that I was kind of not skeptical about her first initial statements about there being another woman, and then him in the car accident, the original car accident. Like, I didn't get what other people were saying. I kind of got what she was saying, but also like there's no police reports for some of this stuff. There aren't, because I'm sure, like I'm saying there's not, because I'm sure that they would have leaked or people would have found it by now. But there's like no like other specific evidence. Like, how does your car tumble 4 or 5 times, and then now she's like, allegedly this happened. It's like, oh my God, Erica, the wheels are off at this point. Miss Alexa Pro, the wheels are off, Miss Alexa Pro, and you're looking crazy. You're looking crazy, but it's funny because Garcelle, the reunion already happened, so I'm guessing we have like three more episodes. And I'm like, usually in like a reunion, usually at the end of a season, we get like a resolve about some stuff or people's storylines. And that's the other thing I do wish. We kind of focused on other people's storylines still. But I guess their storyline is either you're with her or you either believe her or you don't. In a way. But Garcelle was like, she believes that Erica was very open and they got answers to some of the questions, and that this is going to be a four-part reunion. And I'm like, child, 4 parts. Hopefully, because that means that's 4 separate weeks, you guys. And I'm just like, who wants to come back for 4 weeks? Just give us honestly, give us a 3-hour and then a 1 hour. Or please make one of these 2 hours, because I can't. Like, I want to and I probably will, but I can't with this. But Garcelle was like, wait, I'll get back to Garcelle was saying, we got answers, and then Sutton was like, I just read something. Sutton was like, I still don't believe Erica even after the reunion. So we'll see what happens at this reunion, where everybody looked a little hot mess. But I'm guessing, like, I was looking back at some of the old Beverly Hills reunions, and they all look. It was either you look good or you don't. It was never something in between. The reunion, that headline came out and Erica like retweeted with a caption saying, who do you think it's because of, me or something like that? And it's just like, okay, why are you tweeting stuff like that? Like, I feel like she's like boasting that in a way that she probably shouldn't be boasting about. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Shout out to Tom Girardi for telling us how he feels. Yeah, what a mess. Thank you for sticking around on the 44th episode of the Dare Show podcast. So let's talk some stuff. What you just listened to was, I had a little excerpt of me talking about the news of Tom talking about Erica. So just so you know. So let's get into some things. So I was looking at the Joss Stone. I had written Joss Stone down because she said she was coming out with a new music and new song and video very soon. And I wanted to tell you about it, word for word from what she said. Because she had posted like the picture like last week or something. And now it's deleted. So I don't know what's going on with that, Joss. What's popping? What's going good? The song title, I forgot what the song title, but it was kind of long and it sounded kind of like, girl, I don't want to listen to this shit. But then it just reminded me of Walk With Me. I think that was her last single, where she was inspired by like George Floyd. And did she say George Floyd, or did she indirectly talk about George Floyd like they always do? But I think she said George Floyd. And the song sounded, first of all, Walk With Me really sounds like Walk With Me in correlation with George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. Really gives us like civil rights movement, which is like, girl, we're not in the 60s, we're in 2020. Let's musically stay there, okay? And you know what? That actually was the first song of Joss Stone that I do not like. Or not the first song, but the first song in many years that I'm like, what the hell is this? But she was making a new music video. She had she was in like this like vintage looking car with her like head wrap, not head wrap, but it was like a scarf over her like hair and head, very hijab like, but not a hijab. I'm just describing. And she was with like a guy in the picture. And she's just like, "Hey guys, I'm working on my new music, a new video, be out soon." And now it's gone. So I'm like, okay, Joss. But anyways, if you love Joss Stone, if you don't love Joss Stone, if you don't know who she is, look her up, and then you can check out my Color Me Free album review that I did about her. It's really good. It's a great album. Go check it out. What's next? What's next? So on The View, right? Did you guys see The View? That fucking mess. The View on Friday was supposed to be a Kamala Harris, which I don't get how people call her Kamala. Wait, Kamala. Wait, oh shit, what's her name? No, I did it, like I know her name, but like when people say it wrong, I'm like, that's not her name. It's Kamala, and they call her Kamala, and I'm like, that's a whole different like person. Kamala Harris was supposed to be on The View, and they're supposed to talk about shit and shoot the shot right before she's supposed to come out as they're supposed to announce her. They announced, well, they snatched Anna Navarro, who I absolutely love on The View. She's hilarious. She's intellectual. She's has personality. She's it. You know what? Side note, right? I find The View and The Housewives kind of the same now in terms of, The View's always switching out hosts. Well, not always, but unfortunately, they're always switching out hosts. Same with The Housewives, right? So, like, The Housewives are always going through some shit right now with, like, people. They're trying to find a good set of people, a good set of ladies to do the damn thing, right? And I feel like they're having such a hard time, like, even when like, pretty much all the series, New York, Beverly Hills, right now Atlanta is really going through it. Potomac is constantly going through it as we see. It's like these, it's annoying. It's annoying. And same with The View. It's annoying. And I kind of like who they have now. Like, it's only like 4 main ladies with Anna subbing in sometimes, substituting in sometimes. And I feel like people always want Anna, they always want Anna to be, quote unquote, the housewife. They always want her to be a host. But Anna's like, I think sorry. I'm looking at Candace's album. Well, not her album, but her like little promotional picture on Spotify. And her lips look 3D. Like the way they painted her lips on, they look 3D. And it's really cool. But anyways. They want Anna to be a housewife, quote unquote. I'm going to just say housewife. They want her to be a housewife on The View, right? But people also like want Askale on Potomac to be a housewife. They also want, I don't think they want Kathy, but they do enjoy Kathy. But like, they always like and I told about this the other day. People always want to give their input on who they want to be a housewife. But I'm like, and I know like Nikki Star TV, she tells us, networks are really into social media. Networks listen to the audience. This is like in and in and in. They're in tune. But my thing, like, they want Marlo to be a housewife, right? But if they don't want to do it, and if they're not offered it, well, not that. I'm just saying, like, it's annoying seeing people keep going up for these people. And then sometimes they get into the housewife position and then like Eva, and then they fail you as a housewife. Like Eva brought it as a friend, but then when she became a housewife, I think people didn't like her so much. She wasn't like giving it so much. I think because she got pregnant, and so, pregnant people, they're trying to stay clear of stuff. Except for Monique, baby. Not in a bad way. We love Monique over here. Well, I think I love Monique. I surface level love Monique. I don't really care about, the conspiracy theorist of her and the yada 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 yada. Her cute son, Chase, is so cute. I want a little Chase. I want a little baby. Anyways, but these people, like I said, they kind of give you good friend of the show, but it's like, are they interesting enough? Are you gonna like them enough to actually be a housewife? Like Escala. Okay, Escala's great with the girls, but what's going on with Escala? Like, she doesn't seem that interesting. Like Marlo, we get a good enough glimpse inside of these other ladies' lives just as friends. Sometimes I don't think they need to be a housewife or just like on The View as Anna Navarro. Would I like Anna Navarro every day? Sure. Do I care? Do I like her on Fridays? Absolutely. Do I care that she's not a housewife? Not really. I really don't. It's not my. It's not. It's not that important to me. But anyways, The View. So The View snatched Anna and Sunny Hostin because they were like, "Girl, you got the COVID." Or your COVID test came back positive, right? So it was such a weird conundrum, and I find it such hilarious. It's hilarity, the hilarity of it all. I find it so funny. I find it so ironic that all of a sudden, on a Friday, which I think they tape, are they live on Fridays? Are they live on Fridays? Are they taping on Fridays? Shit, I don't remember. But if they're live are they live? I don't remember. I think they are live on Fridays. Yeah, I think they're live on Fridays. Or maybe they're not live. Maybe they weren't live. If they're not live, I still find it ridiculous that all of a sudden, at the mark, 30 minutes in, that they find out that, quote unquote, their tests come back positive when the vice president the vice president is supposed to have this interview. They've been promoting it all week for like 2 weeks. Our week. The vice president has this big interview with them, and all of a sudden, the ladies aren't able to do it. Well, two of the ladies aren't able to do it, and then they do like this interview where the Madam President, along Kamala Harris, like Kamala or Kamata, is off in another section during the interview. But the thing was, those two ladies were going to keep her accountable. Well, I guess. Because you know what the weird thing is? Anna was saying she was hanging out with Kamala and her family the weekend before. So I'm like, you had this big issue going on in America. You guys are quote unquote, you guys I guess are friends, hanging out together. But are you like talking about what's going on like in Texas with the Haitians and other stuff in America that's really going on that we kind of are confused about as Americans? Like, what's really good? What's popping? What's popping, Kamala? That's what they really wanted to say. But I guess, somehow I'm not saying anybody did it on purpose, but it is very ironic and I find it very weird. And then Monday's show, when they came back, Sunny looked pissed. Sunny looked pissed off. Like, she came on set with the screw face. I was like, uh-oh. I don't know if she was mad about. I thought she was mad about the situation. Like, all of a sudden, you guys have, positive tests, but you guys, at the end of the day, got negative tests. I don't know if she was mad about that or she was mad about, she talked about people sending her very nasty comments, very, very nasty comments. I don't know what they were. She didn't say them. But she was like, people were sending her very nasty comments. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do find it like somebody's in the conspiracy land dropping conspiracies down, actual Like, this is okay. Anyways, what do you guys think about the View? I find it crazy. Black Lives Matter. That is not what that says. That says BKM, which stands for Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. So I was watching Oprah, right? And Oprah was like talking with Gail, and they're doing their, Oprah and Gail like mini road trip around LA. And a question came up, and I was like, child, what is this question about to say? I mean, a question from Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle came up, and I was like, what is this fake ass question about to say? But it turns out Michelle confirmed that this actually was a question that I don't know why they sent this in. But the question was, like, how as women, they're all turning 40. B's 40th birthday was last month. I think Michelle might be 41. I think Michelle's older. No, Michelle is older than them. But Michelle might be 41. B's 40th was this past September 4th. Happy Virgo season. I think it's ending. Kelly's was in February. Like, I can't believe these women are 40. Like, where did the time go? But anyways, and they were like, how do we keep we're all turning 40. How do we keep our friendship intact? And I was just like, I know you fucking lying. I know Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce did not just ask them. Like, it was such a corny question. I'm just like, there's no way this was true. And they, of course, gave like the basic answer, you got to make a priority. Y'all know what to do. That's basically what it was. Y'all know what to do. But I'm just like, there's no way these women are really, okay, maybe they did, but I don't believe it. Even Michelle confirmed it, but whatever. So did you guys hear about this Pussycat Doll lawsuit? I was trying to I was trying to break it down in my mind, like, what the fuck is going on here? So basically, the Pussycat Dolls founder is suing Nicole Scherzinger, the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, for, I'm guessing, like $600,000, because that's how much Live Nation was asking for the money back. They said, we want our money back for this tour prep and tour work that didn't happen. Now, I had totally forgot that the Pussycat Dolls were supposed to relaunch their careers in 2020, but 2020 totally shifted the whole entire universe. Oh, the peace in March and April. Driving to work was so peaceful. It was so beautiful. Oh, amazing. But anyways, so in 2020, they were supposed to have like this tour and reset or whatever. I had totally forgot that they released the song React. And I was like, let me go listen to it. So I listened to it again. I was like, yeah, it's still a good popper. It's still a good pussy popper, a good banger. It's a great song. So I listened to that, and then I was like, okay, let me tell you about the article. So Robin is suing Nicole for not going through or saying she wants to go through with the tour because Nicole now wants more money to do the tour. Now, they had set up like a little agreement. The initial agreement was that Nicole would get 49% of the business ventures and like the business ventures and have creative control over the tour, which is hilarious. Because I'm like, it's giving like, excuse me. It's giving like, Robin Antin is 60. And if you go look at her on Instagram, or go check out my Instagram, well, you probably won't see it when I put this out. But go look at Robin Antin's dancing on Instagram and tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment. I want to know. Just let me know what you think about her dancing. But she was, the creator of the Pussycat Dolls back in like 1995. But the whole thing. What I was saying was, I find it hilarious that all of a sudden Nicole doesn't sort of, I guess, trust Robin with the new direction or whatever direction they want to go in, or the creative control, the creativity of the creatives of this next tour. And I was like, it's very funny. Now, they were supposed to go on tour this past May, but, shit wasn't really popping. Shit wasn't really ready. The vaccinated weren't really vaccinated. So, I don't know if they're trying to push it off. I don't know. I guess the tour's canceled basically at this point. But now, it did happen this past May. So now Nicole is saying, I want 75% of all. I'm trying to understand it. I guess sales and tour business ventures. But if you're just going on tour, what other business venture is there? So I'm guessing my perspective is she just wants 75% of the tour money that is earned, which leaves nothing for the rest of the girls. Because Melody's out, so that's still 4 other girls. What's 75%? Jesus. What's left? 100 minus 75. 25 divided by 4 other girls. That's 6. I'm bad at numbers. So that's 6%. They're going to get 6%. My God. My thing is, can all the other girls not sing? Because I'm if you're just going to be the lead singer, and of course react, all you really hear is Nicole. Well, I guess they're just background dancers at this point. Because Nicole said she was in the studio recording leads and backgrounds on their Doll Domination album, I think it was. Which is clear. And then, you have Melody come in, and her voice is very distinct, so you can't hide her voice. And it needs to be out there. What a mess. Anything else I want to say about this? No. Live Nation wants their money back. It's $600,000. Nicole Scherzinger. What we gonna do? What we gonna do, sugar? Are we gonna give the money back, or? And side note, if I'm getting $600,000 for tour, I'm not spending that money on myself. That $600,000 is going on tour, creativity. That's a lot of money. Is that a lot of money for a tour? I don't know. On that note, I thank you so much for listening. If you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, my love, Miney Tonight. As you can hear, I have a weird cold going on, or a sinus situation. I don't think it's a cold. I think it's sinuses. I'm trying to end it. Pray for me. Pray my strength and my cold. Or the less strength of this cold. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you listen to Candace's album, if you listen to the Lil Nas X album, what you think, what you thought, what's popping with them. Joss Stone, I'm listening. What's going on with you? If you watched The View, if you heard about The View, tell me what you think about that, because I find that so crazy. And on that note, I'm going to be back next week for another Dare Show podcast. And until then, bye, suckers. Go check it out. Click around my YouTube. Click around Spotify. I'm on Apple Podcast. Listen. Go listen. I have a Karen Clark Sheard album review. I have, do I have Lady Gaga review? Yes, I did a Chromatica review. I did a bunch of Patti LaBelle reviews, which I have another one coming out, Burnin'. The October 1st is the 30th anniversary of Burnin', her album. I don't know what number that is, but it's a fantastic album. Part 2 will be up next week, but hopefully part 1 will be out when you hear this one. So go check it out. There's a Jams album review. There's a Be Yourself album review. There's a Flame album review that I have not done yet, but I'll get to it. But thank you for listening. Bye.